nobody warned Victoria that the first thing she would see after 3 years away would be another woman sitting comfortably in her living room, wearing her dress, eating from her plate, and calling her husband by his pet name. Victoria's bag dropped slowly from her hand. Her eyes moved from the stranger to Femi, frozen like a man struck by lightning. The air felt heavy, pressing down on her chest, making her heart pound in her ears. Before anyone spoke, Victoria already knew. Her marriage had died while she was fighting for her life overseas. Sophia stood slowly, looking Victoria from head to toe. Confidence and pride in every step. No panic, no apology. Only a smile, the kind that says, "I belong here." Femi opened his mouth, but no sound came out. Silence, louder than confession. Victoria's eyes locked with Sophia's, and a single thought ran through her mind. Who are you really, and why are you here? Before betrayal entered their home, Victoria and Femi were the couple everyone admired. They married with joy, laughter, and dreams that seemed too big to fail. Their wedding was simple, but full of love. Victoria believed she married her best friend. Femi promised her, no matter what life brought, he would stand by her. For 3 years, they tried to have a child, praying, visiting churches, hoping each month would bring good news. When disappointment became too much, Victoria agreed to see a doctor. Dr. Mike delivered the news that shattered her heart. You have a medical condition that will make it difficult to conceive. Advanced treatment is needed abroad. Femi held her hands, promising to wait, to be faithful, to protect their home until she returned healed and strong. As Victoria packed her bags for the unknown journey, she never imagined that the very person she trusted most might betray her in her absence. Victoria sold some of her properties, used her savings, and boarded a plane to fight for her health. The night before she left, tears fell not from fear, but because she would be far from the man she loved. Femi waved at her at the airport, smiling, pretending he would wait, but inside his heart, temptation had already begun knocking. Once Victoria left, freedom consumed Femi. No one asked questions, no one checked his phone, the house became quiet. And instead of missing his wife, he began missing attention. That was when Sophia appeared, a sweet song walking into his lonely life, calling him my king, smiling as if she had always belonged there. Femi thought he was clever, but little did he know someone was already watching, noticing every step he took. Sophia was a proud woman who believed love was enough. She met Femi at a small bar through a friend. He told her he was single and struggling, a man trying to find his way in life. She felt sorry for him and admired his calm nature. Femi enjoyed being seen as a victim of life, not as a married man living on his wife's money. Slowly, Sophia moved into the house that Victoria paid for. Femi promised her marriage, telling her stories of how women abroad forget their husbands. Sophia believed him with her full chest. She cooked, cleaned, and defended him, not knowing she was building her happiness on another woman's sacrifice. The moment Femi introduced Sophia to the house, Sola, their friend, narrowed his eyes. Something told him this would end badly. Every month, money came from abroad. Victoria paid bills, sent food money, and even supported Femi's small business ideas. Sophia thought Femi was hardworking and blessed. She praised him to her friends, calling him a responsible man. Femi never corrected her. He enjoyed the respect that came with money he did not earn. Sola noticed the change in Femi. He warned him quietly, telling him that evil done in secret always comes to light. Femi ignored the advice. Sola decided he could no longer watch silently. he would find a way to reveal the truth. After years of treatment, Victoria returned stronger, healthier, and hopeful. She planned to surprise her husband. She did not call ahead. She wanted to see his face and share her good news. But instead of joy, she met betrayal, sitting boldly in her house. Sophia introduced herself proudly as the woman Femi promised to marry. The house turned into a battlefield of words. Neighbors gathered. Sola arrived and held his head in shame. Femi said nothing. His silence was louder than confession. Victoria felt a storm building inside her. One wrong move and this house would explode. Victoria surprised everyone by staying calm. She looked at Sophia and offered her money to live peacefully. She said she was tired, sick, and did not want drama. Sophia laughed and refused. She said she chose love, not money. She believed Femi would stand by her. Victoria decided to stop fighting for a man who already left her emotionally. She stepped back and watched silently as truth prepared to reveal itself. Sophia smirked, unaware that the moment she refused money, her world was about to collapse. Once Victoria stopped sending money, reality hit hard. Bills piled up. Food became scarce. Femi's lies began to crack. Sophia noticed the change and started asking questions. Femi had no answers. Slowly, Sophia realized she loved a man hiding under another woman's wealth. Respect disappeared. Love turned to insults. Romance turned to insults. Sophia clenched her fists, realizing that the man she trusted most might never be who she thought he was. One evening, after a heated argument, Sophia packed her bags. She told Femi the truth with bitterness. She said, "Love without money is suffering." Her final words cut deep. Love without money hurts. She walked away, leaving Femi alone in the house that once felt full. Femi sat in silence, realizing too late that the world he built on lies was crumbling around him. Victoria filed for divorce quietly. She did not shout. She did not beg. She was tired. She had fought sickness, distance, and betrayal. Femi tried to apologize, but it was too late. She moved to a different city to start afresh, carrying her pain, but also her strength. In her new city, Victoria rebuilt her life. She focused on her health, her business, and her peace. She learned that love without respect is punishment. Dr. Mike later confirmed her treatment was successful. Hope returned to her life in a new form. Femi lost his marriage, his respect, and his comfort. Friends avoided him. Shame followed him everywhere. He finally understood the value of a good woman. Too late. Femi wondered desperately if he could ever reclaim the life he had thrown away, or if it was already gone forever. Sophia struggled after leaving. She realized pride blinded her. She learned the hard way that loving lies leads to pain. She promised herself never to enter another woman's home again. Victoria forgave herself. She let go of anger. She chose peace over revenge. Life slowly smiled at her again. Just as she settled into her new life, a letter arrived at her doorstep with no return address. She opened it slowly. Inside, there was a single sentence that made her heart skip a beat. Some truths are never really buried. Victoria stared at the words, a chill running down her spine. Someone from her past was watching, and the story was far from over. A shadow moved outside her window, and a voice whispered her name. Victoria realized she might not be safe, even in a new city.